Greetings, Shining Bulls and Shining Bears, and welcome to the 37th episode of the Crypto Astrology podcast. Please note that financial astrology, similar to technical analysis, is not 100%. I, Maya Raghavan, am not an influencer. I am not a financial advisor. Rather, I am a financial astrologer, using the planetary positions as data inputs in my analysis of the probable nature of price movements. I do not make your decisions for you. Your decisions are up to you. Shining Bull content is here to stimulate your own thought process as you make your own decisions regarding your own finances for yourself and by yourself. We are going to take a look at what this week holds for Ether, for Bitcoin and Ether price. Before getting into the day-to-day regarding this week, here are the most important celestial factors that will be influencing us here on this earth plane. The most important celestial moves this week are, first, on Monday evening UTC, Mercury starts transiting with Mars. This is likely to create aggressive price movements. On Wednesday, in the very early morning UTC, Sun enters into Kendra to Jupiter, and this is good for bullish movements. There is then a full moon this Thursday UTC, which I also see being bullish. On Friday morning UTC, Sun reaches Saturn's exact degree. Saturn is second from Moon, and this is likely to release a blockage in a surprising way related to some news which is pending from leaders, and I see it being bullish for price. Before we look at the day-to-day this week in Bitcoin and Ether price, I want to let you know that the Bitcoin 2024 predictions book is now available on ShiningBull.com. The new book, ETH BTC 2024 predictions for the ratio, is also now available on ShiningBull.com. Now let's get to it. I, the astrologer, live in Newfoundland, but I give the weekly predictions that I make on this podcast as per UTC time. Regarding this week as a whole, I see that it is up. I see that Bitcoin is likely to reach either 44,300 or 45,606 this week. I see that Ether is likely to reach 24,163 this week. For more details on this, experienced traders can check out the Trading Signals service on ShiningBull.com. Now for the day by day. Sunday, 21st January, UTC. Sunday morning UTC, I see Moon's and Venus's transit starting an upward movement. The afternoon I see as down due to Moon reaching Mars's cuspal degree. Sunday night I see another upward movement starting when Moon joins Mercury and Ketu in Leo in the Navamsha. Monday, 22nd January, UTC. Monday I see as generally up with short drops in the late morning when Moon enters Gemini and at night when Moon reaches opposition to Shukracharya. Monday late night the climb picks back up again when Mercury Buddha enters Virgo in the Navamsha. Tuesday, 23rd January, UTC. Tuesday is a volatile day. There are many strong movements. The morning is generally up due to Moon's transit in relation to Sun and Saturn. The afternoon there are some strong drops due to Moon's opposition to Buddha, Mercury. The night begins with a climb once Moon reaches exact opposition to Mercury. Wednesday, 24th January, UTC. Wednesday I see as being up all day because of Moon's transit in relation to Mars especially. Thursday, the 25th of January, UTC. Thursday is full moon day, which I see as being up in this case. Friday, the 26th of January, UTC. Friday I see as being up except for a punctual drop in the afternoon when Moon reaches Mercury's exact degree as Mercury transits 6th from Moon. However, this drop only lasts for an hour as I see it. Saturday, 27th January UTC. Saturday is the day that Sun reaches exact Kendra to Devguru and Mercury passes Mars. There are many strong upward movements until Saturday night when I see a drop initiating when Mars shifts Navamsha Pada, joining Mercury in the Scorpio Pada of Purvashada. Please read the disclaimer section in the details of this video below. So that was the weekly forecast for the week ahead in Bitcoin and Ether price. Next, some news from the past week which will impact the future of crypto and of civilization. This one, I'm not sure how much of civilization it's going to impact, but okay. So I need to get a teleprompter so that I'm looking at the camera. I read from my computer for now. So anyway, I just do things bit by bit, but I realize that I don't know. I don't think it looks so nice that I'm looking down. And then anyway, long story short. Okay, sorry, I digressed. So about this week. So what I saw was the SEC versus Terraform Labs trial is now set for the full moon of March 25th. This is because supposedly Do Kwon is awaiting extradition in Montenegro, and if the trial is pushed until March 25th, there's more of a chance he will be able to make it to the trial, to be there to defend himself in person. The full moon of March 25th happens on Do Kwon's natal Mars. Saturn, who transits 8th from natal Moon, is going to be opposing his natal Sun. It looks, of course, like a difficult time in this person's life. However, his natal Mars helps him, and transiting Mars will be opposing his natal Jupiter, who also benefits him immensely in getting favors from higher authorities. So what I see is that Do Kwon is going to have to pay a fine, but will get out of this situation. And I see the fine will be paid in late July when he enters his Jupiter Bhukti, and it will allow him to avoid a worse fate as I see it. Interestingly, going back to when the Luna death spiral initiated on May 7th of 2022, Bitcoin price was close to an important astrological resistance level of $34,741. In my Bitcoin BTC 2024 predictions book, I mention an important drop which begins this March, not too long before Do Kwon's trial on March 25th, and an important climb which begins just a few days before the trial. As Jupiter will be at an important degree-wise trigger for this specific resistance for Bitcoin, I would like to say that if we are going to see another drop to 34,741 this cycle, that drop would finish a few days before Kwon's trial, and that's when the rebound up would start. I'm not saying we will see such a drop, and I will also see that but it's possible. And I will also say that I see a lot of upside in February. I see, in fact, that by mid-February, we reach around $57,600, which is a special resistance set by Saturn in the last bull run. The configuration of the sky at that moment will be reactivated in mid-February by Sun and Jupiter, meaning that there is a high likelihood of reaching $57,600 on February 14th of this year. So that's all for this week, and I will see you next week. Thank you.